The number one reason people tell me they want a cooking show is to create a work from home business. Here's the simple math on building a cooking show into a work from home business. Let's say you have a YouTube channel with 100,000 subscribers. 1% of 100,000 is 1,000 people. So if just 1% of your 100,000 subscribers are willing to pay you $20 per month to be a part of your paid membership community, that's $20,000 per month. That is a basic subscription model business. There's nothing fancy about it. There's nothing complicated about it. It's simply a matter of you hosting an online cooking community that people value enough to pay you for on a monthly or annual basis. Plenty of people will pay you to teach them how to eat healthy and use food as medicine, for example. And if you don't believe people would pay you, take a look at your bank statement or your credit card statement and see how many companies you automatically send money to every month or every year because you signed up for a subscription. The subscription model works because it allows you to deliver a product or service that's worth way more than the subscription, and you make your money by adding more and more customers without having to do more and more work. You can teach a live cooking class once a week, for example, and have an unlimited number of paying students from anywhere in the world because it's an online class. Building a subscription model business in the form of an online cooking community is the simplest way for you to use your cooking skills to build a work from home business.
Let me tell you something. This kombu business, this is what's giving it like some life, some flavor. I wish I could smell it. That sesame oil. So we're gonna move quick because we don't want anything here to burn or linger longer than it needs to. So we got that. We're gonna add some broccolini. That's what this is here. I'm gonna move it around. You hear that sizzle? Oh, we are here we came to party. Oh gosh. Wow. So let's move a little faster. And I'm gonna add some community mushroom. This is just one mushroom.
This is not a get rich quick scheme, so if that's what you're looking for, you might as well leave now. It may take you 3 to 5 years for you to get to 100,000 subscribers or more. This is a business that you build over time, and then you'll never have to do anything else for money. Your freedom doesn't come all at once. You keep publishing videos and adding subscribers every month and adding customers every month, and your revenue increases every month until you get to a point where you're making enough money every month that your cooking show is the only thing you have to do to earn a living. That's how this works. This is not a lottery ticket where you make 1 or 2 videos and your life changes. A cooking show is a business that you have to build over time, and then it pays off better than any lottery ticket because the money comes in every month, and it's not because of luck, it's because you put the work in to build a revenue generating asset. This is no different than buying a house or an apartment building and renting it out as a revenue generating asset, except the cooking show doesn't come with the risk or expense of buying real estate. Building your cooking show into a revenue generating asset that frees you financially forever is something that you can do in as little as 3 years. But the clock on that doesn't start until you start publishing 1 cooking video per week. So if you want to be completely free 3 years from now, you have to get started today. 3 to 5 years may sound like a long time, but when you put it into the proper context, it's really not. If you change nothing and you keep earning your living the way you're currently doing it, are you going to be financially free in 3 to 5 years? Or will you still be working just as hard then as you are now with no end in sight? So when you look at it that way, putting 3 years into your cooking show to gain your freedom forever isn't such a bad deal, is it? You're already going to be cooking every day or almost every day during that time period anyway. What we're talking about here is putting a camera in front of you to record you preparing just one of those meals per week. And in 3 to 5 years, that 1 video per week is the only thing you have to do to earn a living, and you'll be making way more money than whatever it is you're currently doing. Does that sound like something that you want to do? If hosting a cooking show is your dream, then act like it and get to work. Your dream is something that you get to do, not something that you have to do. Nobody made Julia Child get in the kitchen to teach. Nobody makes Gordon Ramsay and Ina Garten get in the kitchen and teach. Nobody makes Marcus Samuelsson and Tabitha Brown get in the kitchen and teach. They do it because they love it. If publishing a cooking show episode every week feels like something you would have to do rather than something you would get to do, then hosting a cooking show really isn't for you, and you should focus on something else that you actually want to do that won't feel like a burden. But if hosting a cooking show sounds like something that you would enjoy incorporating into your life on a weekly basis, then I encourage you to get started because you're probably at least 3 years away from accomplishing whatever big goal it is you have in mind for your cooking show, and that clock doesn't start until you start publishing cooking show episodes every single week. I know this may sound like something that you don't have time for, but it's really not once you incorporate your cooking show into your life. And that's what success with a cooking show requires. You have to incorporate it into your life. It has to just become this thing that you do. Think of it like golf or bowling or gardening or yoga. The people who are serious about those kind of activities have made those activities a part of their life. It's not some extra thing that they have to do. It's what they do, and it's who they are because they love it. In my training program, I teach you an easy way to incorporate your cooking show into your life so that it's not this extra thing that you have to do. It's this thing that you love to do and can't get enough of. And eventually, it will generate enough revenue for you to have all the free time in the world to do whatever you want. This is why it's important for you to get training. A cooking show is hard to start, and then it gets easy once it becomes just another thing that you do because it's a part of your life. Like I said, I don't do get rich quick, so if that's what you're looking for, go somewhere else because I can't help you. But if you're on board with the idea of using a cooking show to build a legitimate, real business, then I can absolutely help you do that. You can actually start making money with a cooking show immediately, but you're not going to make quit your job money immediately. Unless you get really lucky, generating quit your job money takes time. The main thing I want you to understand is whatever you want to get from a cooking show is only going to come 3 to 5 years after you start publishing one video per week every single week. You simply must build up a catalog of videos in order for people to take you seriously and for anything to happen for you. A handful of videos is not going to make anything happen for you because anybody can do that. But showing up with a new full-length cooking show episode every single week for a year puts you in a whole different category where there's no competition and much bigger opportunities become available to you. Who do you think is going to have more business opportunities available to them? A chef who has nothing but a vision for a cooking show, or a chef who has a YouTube channel with over 100 episodes of their cooking show with a new episode coming out every week? Can you see how one of those chefs doesn't have a prayer of competing against the other chef? Which one of those chefs do you want to be? The bigger your goals are for your cooking show, the longer it's going to take for you to have created enough episodes of your cooking show for you to achieve those goals. And the clock doesn't start until you start publishing an episode every week consistently. If you're okay with that, then starting a cooking show may be exactly what you need to create the life you want. If you're serious about building a business that delivers a better life for you and your family and creates generational wealth, I'd love to help you do it. So sign up for training so you can learn how to start your cooking show because your 3 to 5 year clock doesn't start until you start publishing one video per week every single week. Nothing kills more dreams than tomorrow. So if hosting your cooking show is really your dream, then you have to start taking action on it today. Use the link in the description box for more information.